heard a lot about the 1% and the 99% over the last several months. But I was reading in some financial journals recently that the IRS released studies that 33% of the people who were in that top 1% in 2007 weren't there in 2009. So there's a lot of volatility. Wealth is not necessarily something that's permanent.
It's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. So somebody could experience some success vis-a-vis a business or after years of hard work, and they may be engaging in habits that undermine their ability to sustain their wealth. J.P. Morgan Bank released a study that only the Forbes 400 has been around for about 21 years. Only 15% of the people who were there on the original list are still there now.
Right. Right.
So there's a term now that's being used called high beta wealth. Beta is a term of sort of that refers to the volatility typically of the stock market. So if the stock market is up 8% and that's a beta of 1, if you have a beta of 1, your fund would be up, say, 8%. If it's down 5%, then you have the same beta as the market, you'd be down. I'm being a little bit simplistic. But they're saying that the beta, the volatility of the wealth of high net worth, is well over 2.5. It's much more volatile sort of than the general financial markets. And the reasons for that, and this is sort of things that sort of happen over time and people may not realize it until all of a sudden they have that oh no moment, is oftentimes the wealthy have too much concentration in a particular investment. It could be real estate, it could be their company stock. The other thing is there could be too much leverage involved in that. Debt is, as they say, it's still a 4-letter word. Okay? The other thing is too much speculation. They're making investments, but they tend all to be on the higher risk type of scale. And then the last thing is too much spending.